Hello my friends, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about the Playseat Formula. The Playseat Formula is the first playseat that was entirely dedicated to Formula 1. The version I am testing is the Red Bull Aston Martin one, a special edition, but they also come in the regular black and white. As always, starting out with the configuration, it has a fixed position for the seat in true F1 position according to Playseat. The configuration of the entire rig happens via both the pedal and wheelbase holder. These holders slide over two vertical bars over a length of 46 cm horizontally. It is a very user-friendly mechanism that I only saw so far on the Trackmaster TR8 Pro. Fixing both bases is really easy, fast and surprisingly stable. The pedal base holder can also be tilted in another 3 angles. The wheelbase holder can extend a good 12 cm diagonally towards you and can be tilted down. The configuration has been kept as simple and easy as possible, which seems to be the company's philosophy. But with this, I did notice some issues popping up. So I didn't manage to get a real good position. The seat is okay and the pedals, I can put them at the right distance, but the steering wheel always felt too close for my liking. It is a combination of configuration that just doesn't fit for me. Or the wheel comes too high, or it comes too close to the chest, or I bump my knee into it, or I can't reach the pedals anymore, or the braking pedal was too much obstructed. There is simply so much to hold into account that in the end I just settle with the wheel is too close to my chest, as it was the least disturbing setting. The official website states recommended height between 120 cm and 220 cm, so I really am in the middle of it. And I can really count the times that I have not been comfortable in a seat on one hand. I never thought it would be on a seat of this price category. The build quality, well, there's nothing much that I can say wrong about the build quality. It looks good, it all fits well together, and the soft lock mechanism works fantastically well. Also the bar that holds the wheelbase, it uses the same mechanism as you see in the Playseat Revolution, which I was really impressed with, and it's the same here, so I really like it. But what I do want to point out is that they say that this is a flex-free solution, and that is not the case. There is quite some flex noticeable on both pedals and wheelbase holder. For the wheelbase holder, this didn't come as a surprise. I have not yet tested a frame with a middle bar that actually could be called flex free. Something that I would like to point out too is that the livery that is applied on the frame is just stickers. Now, okay, we live in a world with decals and stuff, but, and this comes later when we talk about the price, but if you have a rig like this, you expect a bit more than what they give here. It's nice, the livery is nice, I have no complaints about it, but it just could have been better. It's the same as with Lego. With Lego, you buy a very expensive €300 set and find a sticker sheet with 15 stickers on it. The feeling can be described as, for that price you were expecting a bit more premium. Another thing, and with this I repeat myself and others, the pole in the middle, even though it plays less of a role since normally you play F1 with only 2 pedals, it does bother me. But unfortunately, since the only pedal bases that are actually worth something from Taskmaster are both 3 pedal bases, I had no choice to endure this added problem. A last thing is the seat. I did find it very relaxing to be in. I noticed some back pains in the first 2 sessions, but not in the later ones, so it might have been setting related. I do think the pedals are coming up quite high for the seat though. The seat itself is flat on the floor, and getting in and especially getting out can be quite tricky and lack every form of elegance. Features, it has a soft lock system, which is, like I said, pretty nifty. What else we have of features? Well, that's about it, I think. You have the bar between your legs, which is a feature on its own. options, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of options available for this particular frame. No. Price is, yeah, indeed, that's a lot of money. And again, it's always, is it worth it? Maybe for someone that likes F1, who likes Max Verstappen, who likes Red Bull, I'm sure it can be worth it. But that's all personal. I had a hard time reviewing this chair. I have no real affinity with F1, nor did I ever race F1. I just bought F1 22 for PC and used an SF1000 on a TSXW to enjoy the real atmosphere of F1 racing. But I just couldn't enjoy it. The seat, in hindsight, has so many things I don't like, and the price just adds oil to the fire. You can argue that it costs money for licenses of F1 and Red Bull and so on, but they have the same F1 in black for around 1,000 euro. So yeah, it's not only that. There are the stickers, the pole, the configuration and the stability issues. I think the best usage for this seat is on a podium for someone that emphasizes style over functionality and surrounds it with LEDs and hangs up Verstappen and F1 memorabilia around it as an homage to F1. Perhaps I am being biased, because if I look around on internet, I don't see a lot of people complaining, like I do. Then again, if you would rack out 1,200 euro for hardware like this, and it turns out the way I describe it, I don't think you would be keen to share it with the world. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had something from this video. If you want to see more reviews, consider subscribing. A thumbs up or a comment are always very much appreciated. See you all next video.